All right, guys. So let us kickstart with our first lesson of your Form 4 chemistry study. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to give you a quick briefing. Okay. I'm just going to give you a very quick briefing first, what you're going to learn. Okay. So back in your lower secondary, which means Form 1, Form 2, and also Form 3. Yeah. So you learn one subject, which is called science. But when you come to higher secondary, which is your Form 4 and Form 5, the science subjects now would be broken down. The science subjects now, it will be broken down into three different things. So we will have a physics, so we will have chemistry, all right, and we will have biology, okay? So which actually focus on different things, okay? So, but the more important thing is that I want to give you some rough idea on how to study it. Okay. So a lot of people study chemistry in the wrong way because they tend to memorize everything. Yeah. If you are very, very good in memorizing, but you don't understand the idea, you cannot do well in chemistry. Okay. Because the idea is this. If you are very good in bio, so if you're very good in memorizing, maybe bio will help you because bio approximate 80% would be memorizing, then approximate 20% is understanding. So bio actually, no matter how good you are with your understanding, if you cannot memorize those facts, those important concepts, cannot. All right. Physics will go the other way around. Physics will be about 80% of understanding, which is calculation, and 20% or even lesser than 20 is memorizing. Okay. So you seldom heard of people memorize physics one. No. Okay. Physics, you really, really need to understand the whole thing. So chemistry, which is the subjects that I am teaching, will be 50-50. Yeah. Chemistry about 50-50%. So chemistry, you need to know how to memorize some facts, and you also need understanding. So no worry, I will guide you through okay this entire journey. Okay. So what I want from you, very simple only. Okay. In the first lesson, I want to set everything right so that you have a proper idea. So there's a few things I want you all to know. Number one, okay, if you guys have anything you're not sure or don't understand, don't feel bad, don't feel shy, don't be embarrassed to ask question. Because I always ask my students, I say, what is the logic when you attend a class and you don't understand what is happening in the class and you don't want to ask question at all? So then why you attend the class, isn't it? There's no point, right? Because I don't know, for me, the reason for me to join tuition class because I want to understand better. So if let's say after I explain, you don't understand, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad to tell me that you don't understand. I won't be offended at all. Yeah. For me, if you tell me you don't understand, I will change the way of explanation. I will change another way to explain so that maybe you can understand in the other way around. Okay. So that's why if anything you're not sure, please, please, please ask question. Okay. Then the second thing is that I want you all to work harder because your batch, this year Form 4, your foundation, to be honest, it's very, very terrible. It's not weak, it's terrible. Why? Because the most important duration, okay, the most important duration to build out your foundation, let's say Form 1, Form 2, the important year to build out your foundation, that is the moment when you that is the time when it is MCO. Okay, it's MCO. Yeah, it's COVID. So you don't get to learn in a proper way because at that time maybe yes there is online learning, but online learning is not for everyone, especially for some students who is lack of motivation. Online learning is not for them at all. Some more, what makes the whole thing even worse, you have no UPSR exam, you have no PT3 exam at all. So that's why you might be happy because there's no exam, but that is a very big problem. Imagine starting from primary school, you don't have a major examination and your first exam is SPM. That's it. That is very, very terrible. Why? Okay. Because if you don't have all these exam, from a student standpoint, you're happy. Yes, no exam. You're very happy. But the problem is what? You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So you never know your performance. I'm okay. I am not okay. I'm good. I am weak, you never know. Because that's why exam is there for a reason. Exam is there to really help to determine your performance. Okay, where are you? Okay, so that's why it's okay. I just want you all to have this idea in mind first. Okay, generally for your batch, the foundation is very weak. So that's why I think we will go a bit slow. Okay, for your batch, I think we will go a little bit slow. Second thing, since you know yourself, the basic might be not so good already. I'm so sorry if I offended any one of you here. Okay, that's not my intention. I just want to tell you the truth. Okay, so since you know your foundation maybe not so good compared to your senior or previous batches, so what you want to do, you need to work harder. You don't chill and enjoy for Form 4. Please, you will suffer when you go to Form 5. Trust me on that. Then second thing is that ask for help. Anything not sure, don't feel bad, don't feel shy, don't feel embarrassed, ask the question. Because some students, they feel that when they ask the question might be too easy. Then other people will laugh at them. Other people will look down on them. Please don't ever think in that way. Even if that is the case, you let people laugh at you, and never mind lah. You learn something, what? Okay, but if you take it off your face, you're so scared people laugh at you, you're not willing to ask. You learn nothing, ma, isn't it? You still don't understand, ma. Okay, all right. So guys, are you guys okay with this? Before we move on, I just want you all to have this proper mindset first before I move on. Is it okay? Just let me know in the chat box. And I really hope you guys reply in the chat box. Because guys, seriously, every time when there is a class, it's less than 10% that people reply one. Normally, let's say I got a group of students which got 140 students in one class. But the one reply only 7 or 8 people only. And you have no idea what happened to another 100 people. You have no idea at all. Okay. For me, if you reply, the answer is wrong, it is better than those who are not replying at all. For me, lah. Okay, for me. Because if you reply, if I see your mistake, I can point out your mistakes. I can point out your mistake. But if you're not replying at all, I don't know you understand or not. And I also don't know how to help you. Okay, that's why I really hope you all can actively participate. Okay, and I don't want to call your name, like, because some teacher will call the name for the students to answer. I don't want to do that, lah. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I really hope that you guys can, reply naturally. And I won't ask you to reply a long message one. No, I just ask you to reply, maybe just type yes or just type no in the chat box. Some simple reply only. Okay, all right. Okay, so guys, let's start. Okay, so for chemistry study, for your Form 4 chemistry study, okay, there are total 8 chapters. There are total 8 chapters for your Form 4. All right. So chapter 1 is just an introduction to chemistry, which you can ignore. Actually, you can just ignore, don't bother. Okay. The chances for chapter 1 to be tested in exam is very low, very, very low. So chapter 1 is not really important. So that's why for us, we will start with chapter 2. So today, we start with the first lesson of your Form 4 chemistry, and it is coming from chapter 2. Okay? All right, that's it. Okay? Because I assume most of you have no basic lah, because you haven't go back to school yet, isn't it? Okay? By right, you should back to school by next Monday lah. Okay? But guys, out of curiosity, just out of curiosity, okay? Any one of you here, you know about me, or you heard about me from your sibling, like your brother or sister, maybe you can type 1. If any of you here know me before today class from YouTube, maybe you can type 2. So at least I know that, okay, so maybe because someone maybe know me beforehand, yeah? Okay, I see quite a number of people know me from YouTube, okay? All right. And some know me from the sibling. Okay, not bad. Okay, good. Okay, Luna from senior. All right, good. Okay, all right. So guys, come, let's start. Okay, so we will start with chapter 2 first. Okay, today we will do chapter 2. Today is kind of a honeymoon chapter. Honeymoon lesson, sorry, not chapter. Why? Because most of the concept we learn today is something that you learn back in your Form 1, Form 2, and Form 3. Most of the concept we learn today, you learn it before. Yeah? All right. So let's do it. Okay? Okay, so the first chapter we will learn together is chapter 2. Chapter 2 is called atomic structure. Atomic structure. Okay, so let's start with this. The first thing we need to learn is this. Okay, the notes will be given to you at the end of the lesson. After the lesson completed, I will send the PDF notes to the group. Okay, come. All right. So the first thing you must know, what is matter? Matter is referred to any substance which has mass and occupied space. So anything got mass, anything occupied space, they are matter. I give you a few examples for matter. Example, we, human. Human is a matter. Why? We got mass. Example, I am 75 kilo. I got mass. And I occupy a space, isn't it? I occupy a space. So I am a matter. Even something we couldn't see, they can be matter. I'm not talking about ghosts, guys. I'm not talking about ghosts. I'm talking about air. We couldn't see the air, right? But air is also a matter because air also got mass. Although it's very, very light. Air is very, very light, but it still got mass. And air also occupy space. So that is what we need to know about matter. Yeah? Okay, so second thing, you must know all the matter is made from tiny and discrete particle. All the matter is made by something smaller. This something smaller, we call it as particles. Okay, guys, a quick test for all of you. Just type the number only. How many particles you all learn in science? Just let me know in the chat box. Give me a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. How many particles out there that you know? Everyone, type a number in the chat box, please. How many particles we have in science? You learned this before. Very good. There are 3 particles. There are 3 particles in chemistry. Okay, so we have 3 types of particle. The first particle is called atom. The second particle is molecule, and the third particle is called ion. Okay, I want you guys to be honest with me. Okay, I want you guys to be honest with me because I'm here to help you. Any one of you here today, at this moment, still cannot differentiate atom, molecule, and ion, which means I give you something, you don't know it is atom, molecule, or ion. Can you put an X in the chat box, please? Any one of you, until today, you still cannot tell the differences between atoms, molecule, and ion. Can you put an X in the chat box, please? Everyone know? Confirm or not? Okay, Luna not so sure about ion. Okay, what about the rest? The rest, everyone know. Everyone know the differences between atom, molecule, and ion. Okay, that's really smart. That's really, really smart. Okay, so now let me tell you the differences between atom, molecule, and ions. Okay, atom is referred to somebody that come alone. So when you are alone, when you don't have any friends, okay, when you're alone, you don't have any friends, you don't combine with other people, you are an atom. Example, carbon, isn't it? C is alone. You don't have other thing. Like because today if carbon combined with oxygen, CO2, now you got friend. The friend is oxygen, but now you only got C. You are alone. You don't have any friend at all. So you are an atom. Al. Al is aluminium. So aluminium, you can see it stand alone. You don't combine with other things. So it is an atom. Okay, one more, for example, Mg, magnesium. Magnesium come alone. They don't combine with other people, so they are atom. Okay, all these examples don't memorize. You don't memorize whatever thing I didn't ask you to memorize. No need. All right. So next one. What is molecule? Molecule, we call it non-metal gang. When I say gang means what? Gang means more than one people. You cannot say, I have a gang. My gang only got one people. No lah, that's nonsense. That's nonsense, right? Gang must be more than one people lah. So molecule must be more than one people, more than one atoms. And what are the non-metal gang? Non-metal gang means what? Non-metal combined with non-metal. So when you see non-metal and non-metal combined together, you are getting a molecule. You are getting a molecule. Example, carbon dioxide. So carbon is a non-metal, oxygen is also a non-metal. So non-metal, non-metal, you are a molecule. So this whole thing is a molecule. Another example, water, the water. Water is made from hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is non-metal, oxygen is also non-metal. So non-metal, non-metal, they are molecule. Okay, one more, N2. So N2 is nitrogen gas. So nitrogen gas is made of what? N2 means what? They are two nitrogen combined together. So this is a nitrogen, this is another nitrogen. They combine together. Nitrogen is a non-metal. Nitrogen is a non-metal. Non-metal, non-metal, join together, they are a molecule. Yeah? All right. So then some people ask, sir, how we know the substance is metal or non-metal? Okay, you will learn more about this in your chapter 4, Form 4, chapter 4. But for now, I can teach you a simple way, a very simple and easy way first. You look at the name. If the name ended with IUM, called IUM, normally they are metal. If the name got IUM inside, normally they are metal. Example, magnesium is the name. So they are metal. Aluminium, they are metal. Sodium. Okay. So if the name got ium inside, normally they are metal. But does it apply to every cases? No. Some metal, the name don't have ium inside also. Example, zinc. Zinc is a metal, but the name don't have ium lah. That's why this is just a general rule. When I say general rules means what? It apply to most of the cases, but not every case. Yeah. Example, iron. Iron also a metal, but you see the name don't have ium lah. Understand? So this is a general idea only, which means whenever you see the name got ium, most probably they are metal. No worry on this metal and non-metal. As you go on, you will naturally know who is metal and non-metal. You don't even need to memorize. When you go on, we will repeat many concepts, many times. You will automatically know who is metal, who is non-metal. Understand? That's it. All right. So let's say today when you see the name oxygen, the name don't have ium inside. So you can roughly know it is a non-metal. Is it okay? Example, you see here, this fella, CO2. CO2, C, the name is carbon. Carbon, the name don't have ium. So non-metal lah. Cross means bukan, bukan logam, non-metal. Yeah. O is called oxygen. The name got ium or not? Don't have ma. The name don't have ium, then it's not a metal lah. So non-metal, non-metal. So this is a molecule. All right. That's a very easy way to know lah who is metal and who is non-metal lah. Okay. One more here, everyone. Okay. What is ion? Ion is referred to somebody that got charge. Anyone got charge, they are ion. If you carry charge, they are ion. Okay, so let's say you can be Na plus. You carry a positive charge, so you are an ion. Mg2 plus, you carry a positive charge, you are ion. Cl minus, you carry charge, you are negative. Okay, so you are ion. So ion means charge. So whenever you got charge, you are ion. And you all should know there are two types of ion out there, which you learned back in your high school. Cation and anion. Cation and anion. So cation is positive ion, anion is negative ion. What is the easiest way to remember? Very easy one. Is it cation? Look at anion. How to know they are positive or negative? Look at the word ion here and look at the letter right in front. Okay, this is ion, the letter in front ion. This T looks like what? Positive, right? True or not? This ion, the letter in front, the N. N stand for negative. So I hope everyone know who is anion and who is cation. Okay, so that's it. So remember, what is ion? Somebody who got charged. If you are positive charged, you are cation. If you are negatively charged, you are anion. That's it. But guys, sometimes they are very bad. Sometimes they are very bad. What do I mean by they are very bad? They purposely, they hide the charge from you. They purposely don't show you the charge. Example, sodium chloride, NaCl. Sodium chloride is the salt that we eat, the table salt. Like, oh, the food is not salty enough. We put in, sorry, the food is not salty enough. We put in some salt to season it, to make it more salty. Yeah. So that salt is called sodium chloride. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see any charge here? Do you see any charge here? No, right? We didn't see any charge here. actually they got charge one. Actually, this fella is Na plus, this fella is Cl minus. But what they do, they hide the charge away from us. They didn't show us the charge. So if they didn't show us the charge, how are we going to know they are ion? So very easy. If they didn't show us the charge, we can know they are ion if you have metal and non-metal. So if metal and non-metal combine together, although there is no charge, they are ion. Okay, so you can see here. How you know this is metal and non-metal again, everyone? Okay, guys, anyone know the name for Na? Anyone know Na? What is the name? Can you type in the chat box, anyone? What is the name for Na? Very good. Okay, very good, guys. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Sodium, right? Okay. What is the name for Cl? Anyone remember? Anyone know what's the name of Cl? Cl. Okay, Cl, the name, you can call it chlorine or you can call it chloride. Huh? Okay, so now look at here. Okay, so very easy one, guys. Sodium, the name got ium. I told you just now, if the name got ium, who are you? Metal. This one, chlorine, chloride. The name got ium or not? Don't have, ma. The name don't have ium, non-metal. Non-metal, N is non, M is metal. So metal plus non-metal combined together. This fella is an ion. See that? So although they hide the charge from us, we can still know the substance is an ion, provided they got metal and non-metal. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please let me know in the chat box? Can you please let me know in the chat box? Are you guys clear what is the differences between atom, molecule, or ion? Just let me know yes or no, or okay, something like that. Is it okay? I want you all to be very, very clear. What is the differences between atoms, molecule, and also ion? Okay, so guys, now let's do a quick self test here. Huh? Okay, we do it together, can we? Okay, so I got three things here. We go one by one. Is okay? We go one by one. Okay, the first question, this fella, the formula is C2H5OH, okay? So you don't need to know the name. This fella actually is ethanol. Ethanol is a type of alcohol. It's a type of alcohol. No worry, you only learn this in Form 5. Okay, so we don't need to know the name for now. I just want to ask you all a simple thing. This fella, from your understanding, what particle it is? If you think this fella is atom type letter A, if you think this fella is a molecule, type a letter M. If you think this fella is ion, type the letter I for me in the chat box. Okay, very good. So it is a molecule. Huh? Why? Okay. Carbon is non-metal. How I know? The name don't have ilma. Huh? Hydrogen. The name don't have ilma. Metal. Lor. Sorry, non-metal. Sorry. Oxygen. The name don't have ilma. So it's non-metal. Lor. Hydrogen. Same thing. The name don't have ilm. It's non-metal. Non-metal, 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 non-metal. So when non-metal joining together, they are molecule. Awesome, everyone. Okay. Next one. Tell me this fella. Atom, molecule, or ion? The second question. Okay. Good. They are ion. It is ion. Huh? Why? Look at the name. Al called aluminium. Aluminium. The name got ilm lah. So it's metal lah. Oxygen. Oxygen. The name don't have ilm at all, ma, isn't it? So non-metal. So metal and non-metal combined together, they are ion. Last one, you know it. Fe. So PT alone, don't have friend, atom, isn't it? This Fe is iron. It doesn't combine with anything. You don't have any friends. You are atom. End of story. Yeah. So I hope by now you guys able to see the differences between atom, molecule, and ion. They're not hard. Huh? Okay. Anyway, let me answer a quick question here. Let me answer a very simple question here. Okay. I get a question in the chat box that asking me, sir, what's the difference between chlorine and what is the difference between chloride? Okay. No worry, you will learn this very soon. Okay, you will learn this very soon, but I just give you a quick idea first. If you don't understand today, is perfectly fine because we will learn this very soon. Chlorine is Cl2 and don't have any charges. Chloride only got one Cl, it has charges. That's it. Chlorine, no charge. Chloride got charge. Chlorine got two things combined together. Chloride only got one fella. That's the difference between chlorine and chloride. Okay, no worry. You will learn this later on now. Okay, but since someone is asking me, I'm more than happy to explain. Okay, good. Okay, so now we are done with this. All right. So the next thing. Okay. So let me show you. Okay, let's do some exercises. Let's do some exercises together first. Then only we come back to continue learn something else. Okay, guys, the way I teach is after I teach a concept, I spend a lot of time to do exercises with you. The reason is this because I noticed that a lot of students, okay, I notice a lot of students what is their problem? When they learn the theory, they seems to understand what it is. They seems to understand what it is, okay? But when you come to the question, they don't know how to do. Many students like that one, okay? When they learn the theory, macam yes. They say, sir, I think I can understand, sir. I think I can understand. But when they do the question, that's another story. Okay, when they do the question, they say, cannot answer, very hard. I don't know how to solve all those questions. So let me clean all these things first because this is the exercises that I'm using. I used for previous classes already. So I just quickly erase all the answer. Then only we do this question together. Yeah. Okay. Just give me 10 seconds. All right. Right. Come. Let's start. Okay. So guys, okay, when we do questions, guys, I want to encourage you all. If you really want to do question, always do good quality question. Okay. Okay, what do we mean by good quality question? Good quality question, which means that do past year question, okay, past year question, okay, SPM 2020, SPM year 2021, something like that, and also trial exam paper. So trial exam paper also known as state paper, okay, because before SPM, there is a trial exam. In BM, they call kertas percubaan. They let you have some experience of the paper first before you sit for your SPM. Normally, different states, they have their own trial paper. Example, Penang has the trial paper itself. Selangor also got its own trial exam paper. Okay, so when you really practice on question, I will really encourage you all to practice on good quality question. That's what you see the question we have here. You see Pahang. All these are Selangor, Penang. All these are trial exam paper. Why, guys? Because if you are using some reference book exercises, okay, the problem is what? Reference book exercises, the standard can be very different. Okay, what do I mean? Some reference book exercises are very easy, very easy. But some reference book exercises are too hard. So they are not in the standard of SPM. I got many students told me, sir, I can do all the questions in my reference book, but I couldn't answer the SPM question. Sir, I can do all the questions from the reference book, but I couldn't answer my school final exam paper. I couldn't. Yeah. So that is a problem. Reference book exercises, the standard not on par with SPM. They might be too easy, they might be too hard. So that's a problem. So when you do this good quality question like trial exam paper, real SPM past year paper, so these are the questions which got standard. So from here, you will familiar yourself with the question. So you know exactly what to expect. Okay? What I mean with what to expect, which means after you learn atom, molecule, and ion. So when you do this question, then only you know, oh, the question for atom, molecule, and ion, they ask like that. So you will know how they ask the question. Okay? Because a lot of students, they have good knowledge. Concept is okay. but their answering technique is very bad. Okay. Some students, they understand, but they don't know how to answer the question. Okay. And there's no shortcut for the answering techniques. We have to do a lot of question. Okay. Anyway, let's come back to here. Okay. Let's do together, everyone. Okay. This is the Pahang paper in the year of 2022. Which of the following is an example of matter? Guys, what is matter? Matter is anything which got mass and anything that occupy space, isn't it? Matter must fulfill two requirements. They must have mass, they must occupy space. Ladies and gentlemen, from your understanding A, B, C, D, you think who got mass and who occupied space? Simple thing. Very good. It's C, right? Water. Water got mass. Example, this water is 3 kilo. It has mass. Water occupied space. Example, you put the water in a cup. They occupied the space in the cup. Yeah, it is. All right. So water. Yeah. So what's the problem with heat, light, and fire? They don't have mass. Can you tell people, hey, the fire is 4 kilo? No lah. Hey, the heat is 3 kilo? No lah. The light is 700 gram. No such thing. Okay. Heat, light, and fire, they don't have mass. That's why they are not a matter. Next one. Which of the this is a Selangor paper. Who is a matter? Same thing lah. Okay. So this is what? This is air. All right. So this different. This is air. This is air. English is water. This one, the air is BM, Bahasa Melayu. Okay. Sorry, this air is English. Sorry, this air is English, but the bahasa is udara. Different. Okay. So this is air. This is air. So be careful lah. Okay. So air. So air is a matter because air got mass, air occupied space. That's all. Okay. Right. So let's go on a little bit more. Okay. All right. This is a trial exam paper coming from SBP. Okay. I'm not sure whether you all know what is SBP. Okay. SBP is a short form for Sekolah Berasrama Penuh. Sekolah Berasrama Penuh is a boarding school. It's a boarding school. Okay. So SBP actually set some fantastic question. Okay. SBP, the questions are very good and very, very challenging. That's why every single year, especially from 5, I will always ask my student to try to do SBP paper. It is very, very helpful. Okay, anyway, okay, let's come back to here. What is the particle of neon? Okay, particle means atom, molecule, ion. How to know? So in this case, you need to know the formula of ion. Okay, you will learn the formula for the neon very soon. But today, I will give you the formula. Neon, the formula is Ne. Yeah? No worry, you will learn very, very soon. Okay, all this you will learn very soon. How to make the name become formula. You will learn that very soon. Today, I just give you the formula. So the formula is neon. Guys, neon is atom, molecule, ion. Neon is atom, right? Why? You come alone. You don't have any friends, isn't it? You see, the neon only got one piece, only got one fella. Don't have any friend. You are atom. Okay. Next one. Okay. This is a para paper. Para 2022 paper. So all the substance below, who is atoms? So same thing, atom must be somebody who come alone. So magnesium formula is Mg. Nitrogen gas formula is N2. Naphthalene, the formula is C10H8. Lead 2 bromide, the formula is PbBr2. So all these formula you will learn very, very soon in chapter 3. For now, for today, if you don't know the formula, it's perfectly fine and it is normal. Okay, so now guys, what we want atom, somebody who is alone. Who is it? Magnesium, isn't it? Magnesium don't have any friend. Nitrogen, there are 2N. 2 people, got friend lah. This one even worse, 10 plus 8, 18 people. A lot of friends out there. PB got 1, BR got 2, 3 people, right? 1 PB, 2 BR, got 3 friends. Okay, you are not alone lah. Okay, so simple as that. Okay, so that's why remember the keyword I told you. What is atom? Alone. What is molecule? Non-metal gang. What is ion? Charge or metal plus non-metal. If you have that in mind, everything is so easy. Now, next one. Okay, this element we will come back. Compound we will come back. Okay, I think we are good to go. Okay, we try to do another one more question. Yeah, let's try to do one more question. Then we move on to learn the second part of the lesson. Today I'll split the whole lesson into 4 parts. Yeah, 3 to 4 parts. Okay, so now which of the following pair they are matches correctly? So this question coming from Pahang. So this is another trial exam paper, which I call it good quality question. All right, so again, guys, that you given a bunches of name. So from name, it's very hard for you to tell people they are atom, ion, or molecule. So that's why we must be able to convert the name here, become formula. Again, you haven't learned that yet. You'll learn in chapter 3. So that's why for today, I will convert the name to formula for you guys. Ammonia is NH3, magnesium is Mg, sodium is Na, copper sulfate is CuSO4. Yeah. Sodium chloride, the salt we are eating, NaCl. Mercury is put in the thermometer. Thermometer inside got the liquid. The liquid is mercury. Formula Hg. Lithium oxide, Li2O. Sulfur dioxide, SO2. No need to memorize, guys. All these formula, no need to memorize. I'll teach you how to get this formula in chapter 3 very soon. Carbon, the formula is a C. Carbon dioxide, CO2. Bromine is Br2. Hydrogen is H2. That's it. So now we had successfully convert all the names to become formula. Yeah, we convert all the name to formula. So what we want, let's go for some matching. Atom must be alone. Are you alone? No. So answer A is out. Magnesium, are you alone? Yes, I have no friend. I am alone. Sodium, are you alone? Yes, I am alone. I don't have friend. Copper sulfate, are you alone? No. Copper say I got friend, which is sulfur and oxygen. I got friends. I am not alone. So no lah. So the answer shortlisted to B or C lah. Then we check another one. Ion. So mercury. Is this mercury an ion? No. Ion must have charge. Do you have charge? No. If ion don't have charge, they must be metal and non-metal. But you only see one furler here. Cannot ma? If you are one furler, you should be atom. You're not even an ion. So answer B is wrong. The best answer go to C. It makes sense. You see answer C. Lithium, the name got ium, is a metal. Oxide, the name don't have ium, is a non-metal. Metal, non-metal, ion. Okay, guys, please let me know in the chat box. Are you okay with how I solve the question and how I get answer C? Are you okay with this? Just let me know yes or no. Is it okay? So I don't want you to learn the answer because it's meaningless. I want you to try to pick up my mind. I want you to learn the way how I analyze, how I approach the question. Learn the way how I do the question step by step. Yeah? All right? So now let's go on. Okay? The rest, no need lah. All these questions, no need to do. We come back later lah. Okay, finish. Okay, that's all for the first part of today's lesson. Yeah? First part, done. Okay, now let's move on to the second part of today's lesson. The second part of today's lesson, we need to learn 3 more words. One is called element. One is called compound. Another one is called mixture. Element, compound, and mixture. Again, guys, actually, you should have seen these 3 words back in your Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. I think it's Form 2. I think it's Form 2. Yeah. But again, there are quite a number of people still don't know the differences between element, compound, and mixture. Okay, same thing, guys. Any one of you here cannot differentiate the differences between element, compound, and mixture. Put an X in the chat box, please. No people put X. Again, everyone know. Okay, everyone know. Okay, that's good. Okay, so since everyone know, okay, since everyone know, okay, okay, since everyone know, okay, let's say I give a question, self-test, okay. So the first question, okay, CO2, okay, element, compound, or mixture. Let me know in the chat box. Okay, majority people answer compound. Okay, one more. All right, S8, sulfur. S8 called sulfur. Element, compound, or mixture. Okay, not bad. Yeah, element. Okay, so now let me go through the whole thing and tell you what is element and what is compound, what is mixture. A very quick one, since since like it seems that majority of you know how it is, what it is. Sorry. Okay, so what is element? Element is anything made of one type of atom. There's only one type of atom. Okay, one type of atom, I call it as one species. Anything only got one species out there. So they are elements. So you only have one species, only one type. So they are element. Example, carbon. How many type or how many species you have? One. You only have C. You only have C. You don't have other thing. So you only have one species. So it's element. Zinc. You only have Zn. Nothing else. So it's element. Okay, O2. So O2, some people got cheated. They say, sir, O2 got two O, but you say one only. No, I say one species. Okay, O2 got O and O. So, but they are same species, ma. You are oxygen. I am oxygen. So everyone is oxygen. There is only one species. There's only O. You don't have other species. Other species like this, CO2. Oh, you have two species. Okay. So when you only have one species, you are element. S8. Although you have eight sulfur out there, but all of them are same. All of them are S. You only have one species. That's why they are element. Okay, what is compound? Compound is the combination of two or more elements. When you take two species or more than two species combined together, you are compound. So you can see compound is two species or more. Okay, two species, three species, four species or more. They combine together, you form compound. Example, carbon dioxide is a compound. Why? Carbon is a species, oxygen is another species. You have two species, so it's a compound. C, H, and O, three species. So you are compound. Na is one species, Cl is another species. You have two different species, you are compound. Okay? Last one, mixture. So what is mixture? Not all, but there are a few students, a small number of students, they might having difficulties to differentiate compound and mixture. Some people cannot tell the differences between compound and mixture. So guys, what is mixture? Mixture means they only mix together. They just mix together. They didn't produce something new. Compound means what? Substance A and substance B combine and form a whole new substance. That is a compound. All right? And mixture can be separated easily. Okay, I give you two examples. Let's say the first example, I take, okay, I take, let's say green bean. I put together with red bean. So when green bean and red bean, I put them together, okay, do they produce something new called black bean? No. After they put together, they are still they are still green beans, they are still red beans, they're still the same thing. So they only mix together. They didn't produce something new. So this is called mixture. And mixture can be separated easily. So you can use your hand lah, one by one, okay? So you can separate all the green bean and red bean. That's it. Okay, let's say another one. Carbon plus oxygen becomes CO2. So this one, is it a mixture? No, we don't see, we are not only mixing the carbon and oxygen. Now we let the carbon and oxygen combine together and form something new. This something new is carbon dioxide. So can we separate the carbon and the oxygen? Cannot. Okay, so compound, very, very hard to be separated. Mixture can be separated easily. So mixture means what? You put something mixed together, they didn't produce a new thing. They didn't produce something new. But compound is what? You take something, put together, they combine and produce something new, and this something new cannot be separated easily. Okay? Guys, let me know in the chat box, are you okay with the differences between compound and mixture? Yes or no? Are you okay with it? Okay, can all right, can good, awesome, yeah, cool. So now we are done with this. Okay, now let's do some question before we move on to another part. Let's go for two or three short questions before we move on again. All right, so come back to here. Okay, all right. So come back to something here. Okay, the first one here. Okay, this is a question in Penang. This is a Penang paper in the year of 2022. Penang 2022 trial exam paper. Which of the following substance is not an element? Not an element. What is element? Anything made of one species only. All right. Water. Water, the formula H2O. So water got how many species? Two, H and O, right? Water got H, water got O. You have two species. So when you got two species combined together, you are a compound. You are not an element. Am I right? Okay. Neon. Neon, the formula is Ne. There's only Ne, nothing else, only one species. So this fella is an element. Oxygen, the formula is O2. So I want you all to be careful. Okay, oxygen. Most of the gas, they come in two. Example, oxygen gas, O2. Hydrogen gas, H2. Nitrogen gas, N2. Most of the gas come in two. Okay? I say most. I didn't say all. Okay? I say most of the gas come in two, but not all. Not all the gases come in two. Okay? All right. Okay. So now that's it. So O2, how many species you have? Only one. There's only O, nothing else. There's only one species out there. So you are element. So now the question is looking for not an element. So element tak mahu lah, don't want. So the answer is A lah. All right. So I don't think the question is hard. If you understand the whole logic, it is quite okay lah. Next one. The next question is coming from police. Which of the following substance is made from one type of atom? When you see one type of atom, one type means one species. So one species means element. So who is element? So they give us the name. It's very hard. I think it's better to change the formula, isn't it? The first one is air. Air, is it element? No. Why? Inside the air, you have many gases, ma. Inside the air, maybe you have carbon dioxide. Inside the air, you have nitrogen. Inside the air, we got oxygen. You have so many things, you cannot be element, isn't it? Ferrum, or we call iron. Iron is Fe. So Fe, there's only one type, one species, right? Only Fe, nothing else. So you are iron. So naphthalene, the formula C10H8, no need to memorize. How many species you have? Two. You have carbon and hydrogen, two species. So two species is a compound. Next one, water. Water is H2O. You have H, you have O. You have two species. You are compound. So I hope everyone know what is happening. Okay, I hope everyone know what is happening. All right. It's not very, very hard. Okay. So what else? Is there any other question? We have it? Yeah, I think that, yeah, there are two more questions we can do. Yep, there are two more questions we can do before we move on. Okay, next one. All right. So Terengganu paper, you tell me among the four answers here, who is element, everyone? Among the four answers here, who is element? Ammonia, methane, naphthalene, and also oxygen. Among them, who is element? Okay, so should be oxygen. So not, because element is anything that got one species. If you got one species, you are element. So as you can see, O2 only got O, right? There's only O, not no other species. So it's an element. Yeah. All right. Next one. Which of the following substance is a compound? Water. Is it okay? Water got H and O. How many species? Two. When you have two species or more than two species, then it's compound. Gold, the formula is AU. Okay, you will learn very soon. Gold is also called aurum. So that's why the formula is AU. So gold only got one species. So it's an element. Yeah. Air. Air got many things inside, but they only mix together. They only mix together and they can be separated. Example, we can separate oxygen and nitrogen in the air. Actually, we can do it one. We can separate carbon dioxide and oxygen in the air. We can do it one. But of course, we need some special technique lah. Okay, we need some special technique lah. All right. But they can be separated one. That's why air is a mixture. Air is not a compound. Yeah. Because air got many, many things mixed together and they can be separated. Last one, carbon. Carbon, the formula is a C. Carbon only got one species, so it's an element. Yeah, but now I am looking for compound. I am not looking for element. So that's why the best answer goes to A. Okay, finish. Okay, so I hope, okay, you guys can understand what we learned so far. So far, we learned two parts. Okay, so far we already learned two parts. We learned about particles. We learned about matter. We learned about elements, compound, and mixture. Guys, let me know in the chat box. How's everything so far? Is it okay? Can understand so far what we learned? So it's not very hard, okay? So guys, sometimes they can overlap one. Sometimes you might have more than one answer because sometimes some students, they are confused. Sometimes some students say, sir, you see, carbon. Carbon come alone. Don't have any friend. You teach us is an atom. But sir, carbon also one species. Only got C, nothing else. It is also an element, isn't it? So, sir, I am blur lah. I am confused lah. Carbon is atom or element? It's okay. Carbon can be both. Carbon is an atom. Carbon also an element. Sir, can be like that. Yeah, why not? You can, okay, we always can play more than one role. We can play more than one role in our life, isn't it? It doesn't matter, okay? Who said, hey guys, who said after you eat, let's say, who said after I drink coconut water, then I cannot take ice cream? No, I can have both, isn't it? I can drink coconut water and also taking ice cream. No problem one. Same thing. Who said I cannot be atom and element at the same time? No problem. It's perfectly fine. Just like, for example, for me, maybe I play more than one role. Example, I am a teacher. I'm teaching you. But at the same time, maybe I'm also a father. No problem. I can be a father. I also can be a teacher. No problem one. I can play more than one role. Okay, so carbon can be atom. Carbon also can be element, isn't it? Example, water. Can water be a compound? Yes, water is a compound because you have two species. You got H, you got O. But water also a molecule because water is made from non-metal hydrogen and non-metal oxygen. So water is a compound, but water also a molecule. No problem at all. Because some people, they very blur one. Just now teacher teach me atom, then he teach me element. I don't know which one is which one. No problem at all. Yeah? So guys, are you okay with this? Are you okay with the idea of they can do more than one thing? Are you okay with this idea? Can, no conflict one, no conflict at all, yeah. I can be atom, at the same time, I also can be an molecule, also can be this. Okay, guys, now, a quick test here, a self-test for you all. Let's do a self-test for you all. This fella called O2. O2 is oxygen gas. This O2 can play two roles. Can anyone tell me what it is? O2 can play two roles. Can you tell me what it is? One answer come, okay? No, 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 man. Okay, some of you blur already. Some of you blur already. Some of you write atom. No, cannot be atom. Why? Cannot be atom. O, are you alone? No, ma. O2. This is O. This is O. Two O be friend together. You are not alone, right? So you are not an atom. Are you okay with that? You are not an atom. So who are you? Two oxygen combined. Oxygen is a non-metal. Oxygen is a non-metal. Non-metal plus non-metal, you are molecule. All right. Next one, O2. O and O. Okay, so you only have one species, right? No matter, although you have two oxygen, but everyone's same species, right? I am oxygen, you are oxygen. So everyone's same species. So when you only have one species, it is element. You got it? So can you see actually some of, okay, can you see actually some students start to get careless maybe, okay? They thought this fella is atom. Are you okay with it? So it's not hard, right? But trust me, okay, when you do the question, not everyone can get it correct one. Okay, let me know in the chat box, are you okay with O2 as molecule and element? Are you okay with this? So O2 is not an atom, because O2 is not alone. O2 is not alone. That's why you are not an atom. So please be very careful. And guys, if you answer wrongly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all if you answer wrongly. Most importantly, you know your mistakes and you improve from there. That's it. That's it. Because some people, they feel, I feel so embarrassed that I write the wrong answer and I show the whole world. No, please don't ever think like that. Please don't ever think like that. Yeah. I'm happy you show the answer. At least I can point out your mistakes. Okay? All right. So now, finish. Okay, now let's go on with the next one. Okay. So another concept that we need to learn today is this. Okay, we need to learn something about state of matter. So when you see the word state in chemistry, they are referring to solid, liquid, and gas. When you see the word states, state of matter, they are referring to solid, liquid, and gas. So be careful. Particle is atom, molecule, and ion. States means solid, liquid, and gas. So this is quite easy. This is quite easy, but this is something that you all have to be very careful. You see, All right, first of all, we need to know how to draw solid, liquid, and gas. You see, back in PT3, if the solid you draw like this, some school give you full mark. Some school give you full mark. But if you draw like this in SPM, you get 0. So that's why you all have to be careful. There is some difference in the SPM and also your form 1, form 2, form 3. Yeah, there are some differences because in SPM they are very particular. They are very, very strict. Okay, so in SPM, if you want to draw solid, you must do this. You must draw minimum 3 times 3. Okay, what do we mean by minimum 3 times 3? 3 times 3 means what? Minimum 3 rows and minimum 3 columns, which means I need to see minimum 9 circle. I need to see minimum 9 circle in the box. When I say minimum, can it be more? Of course, it can be more. Okay, of course, it can be more. Yeah, but it must be minimum 3 times 3. If you draw this answer 3 times 3 in the chat in the box here, how many marks you get? Still 0. Still 0. Why? Sir, I already draw 3 times 3 already. How come I still get 0 marks? Because they have another requirement. To draw solid, we need minimum 3 times 3, and the whole box must be full. Now this box got empty spaces. Cannot. They don't allow that. That's why you must make sure the whole box is full. Is it okay? So to draw solid in SPM, they must be minimum 3 times 3 and the whole box must be fully occupied. So be careful, So, okay, if you follow the way how you draw in PT3, probably you cannot get any marks at all in SPM. You get it? Some things that you can score in PT3, maybe you cannot score in SPM. So you all have to be super duper careful. Yeah. Next one, liquid. How to draw liquid? So liquid, you need to draw a small gang of 4 to 8 atoms, or 4 to 8 atoms put together in a gang, and you need to draw a few gangs. Few gangs means minimum 2 gang like this. See, this is one gang, this is one gang. You have 2 gangs, minimum 2 gang. Okay, not minimum, around 2 gangs, 2 to 3 gangs, 2 to 3 gangs. And then when you draw the liquid, it must be less orderly. Okay, guys, what do I mean by less orderly? Less orderly means not so organized. You see, example. Okay, this is liquid, Okay, so this is one gang. All right, this is another gang. All right, so this is my liquid, no problem. If you draw like this is one gang. This is another gang. Can or cannot? Cannot. Why? Here, everything too orderly. Orderly means what? Very organized. Don't want liquid cannot be so organized one. Liquid cannot be so organized one. Okay, the organized one, the one very neat, very organized should be solid. Okay, so liquid you don't want to draw so organized like this. Cannot. Okay, so that's why you see liquid you have a few gangs, every gang 4 to 8 atoms around, so every gang's 4 to 8 around there. More than that is okay lah. Not to say you must be 8 one. Sir, if I draw 9 can or cannot, actually never mind one lah. All right. So if I draw 5 can or cannot, no problem one. Okay. So then they must be less orderly. Okay, next one. Now this is where this is the worst. A lot of students they are having problem to draw gas. You see, when you learn back in your lower secondary, okay? Back in the lower secondary, how they draw the gas. Like this, isn't it? All right. Guys, allow me to ask you all a few questions. The first question, can we draw 2 atoms for gases? Yes or no? Can we draw 2 for gases? Yes or no? Can we draw 2 like this for the gas? Yes or no? Okay. So majority people say yes. Okay, come. Can we draw 3 for gases? Yes or no? Okay, good. The answer actually is yes. Okay. So many students thought gas must be one like this. One, one, and one. No, gas can be 2. Example. Okay. Oxygen, O2, right? Nitrogen, N2. So you have 2, no problem. Gas also can be 3. No problem. Example, CO2. CO2 got 1C and 2O. So you have 3. No problem one. Gas also can be 4. No problem at all. Okay, let's say there's a gas called ammonia. So ammonia gas is what? Ammonia is the gas like this. If let's say you go to toilet, you pass urine, and you didn't flush, you didn't flush your urine. So after a few hours, you go to toilet, the toilet is very smelly, very smelly. The smell is ammonia gas. So ammonia gas formula NH3. So how many we have? 1N, 3H. See that? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. You got it? So what I am trying to tell you is what? Gas not necessary only 1. Gas can be 2, can be 3, can be 4. No problem at all. As long as they are very far apart. Yeah, as long as they are far away from each other, then they are gases. So don't think gas must be only 1 atom. No, that is wrong. Okay, that's why you really have to know some differences that you learned back in your Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, Form 5. They are different. Okay, so I hope everyone know the differences between solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, so back in your PT3, back in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, they are not very particular. They are not very particular on this, but not for SPM. SPM, they are very strict. They are very, very particular on the arrangement of solid, liquid, and gas. Guys, let me know in the chat box. Are you okay? Are you okay with the more details version of solid, liquid, and gas in SPM? Are you okay? Can, good. Come, let's move on a little bit more. Okay, now we need to know some arrangement. So this thing actually you learn back in your high school. You learn back in your lower secondary. So let's go for it. Okay, solid, what is the arrangement? How they arrange? Everything squeezed together. We call closely packed. Closely packed means everything squeezed together and they are very organized. Okay, very organized. We call it orderly. Yeah, orderly. Yeah. So if the question asks, describe the arrangement in solid. So you can write solid arrange. You can say in solid, all the atoms or all the particles, they are closely packed and arranged in a orderly arrangement. Yeah, in solid, all the particles, they are closely packed and arranged in orderly arrangement. That's it. Okay, liquid, what is the arrangement? So liquid, you can see, do they squeeze together? No, because here got some spaces already. You have some small spaces here. So we call it less closely packed, less closely packed. And then, do you have a very, very orderly sequence like this? No, okay? You don't have such a orderly sequence, okay? So this arrangement, okay, not as orderly as this, you call it less orderly. You call it less orderly, yeah? All right, for gas, what is the arrangement? So gas, you can see, they are all very far away. You call them as far apart. And do you see any pattern for gas? Solid, you can see some pattern one. Liquid also can see some pattern one. Gas, cannot see the pattern one. Gas, you can see today, one further here, one further here, one further here. Everything here and there one. Everything here and there one. You cannot see any pattern. If you cannot see any pattern, you use the word random. Random. Understand? So if the question asks, what describe the arrangement in gas? So you can say, look, your answer can be in gas, the particles, they are far apart, and then they have a random arrangement. That's it. Okay? Next one. We also need to know something about their kinetic energy. Okay? So this one you should know since you're from one, since Form 2. Solid, the energy very, very low. Solid don't have many energy one. Gas got a lot of energy, very, very high. Liquid, the energy is in the middle, moderate. Okay. Solid has very little energy. Liquid, the energy is in the middle, not too high, not too low. The gas got a lot of energy, very high. And the energy, you call it kinetic energy. Because when you come to Form 4, Form 5, you will see many different energy, especially in physics. You will learn kinetic energy, potential energy, heat energy, okay? And many, many more, yeah? So you need to know what is the name of the energy. So the energy inside the particle is all kinetic energy. Yeah? The energy inside the particle, we call them as kinetic energy. Example, this is us. We have some cell inside there. The energy inside our cell is called kinetic energy. So be careful. So you really need to know the name of the energy inside the particle is called kinetic energy. And you must know who got a lot of energy, who got little energy, all these things. Yeah. Next one, force of attraction. So force of attraction is what? You can imagine force of attraction means like this. Two people holding their hand together. When you hold the hand together, here got force of attraction. You hold my hand, I hold your hand. We don't want to let go each other. So there is a force that pulling us together. Understand? You hold my hand, I hold your hand. We pull each other together. So this is called force of attraction. So force of attraction, very easy to remember one. You look at how they do. If they sticking together means what? If they stick together means what? You hold my hand, I hold your hand, you hold my hand, I hold your hand. Everyone holding hand. So when everyone holding hand, that's why they are sticking together like this. Is it? That's why everything sticking together like this. So when everyone holding hand, the force of attraction is very strong. Okay, liquid, do they hold their hand? Yes. Hold hand, hold hand, hold hand, hold hand, hold hand, hold hand. They still hold their hand. So the force is strong, but not as strong as solid, right? You see, solid, everyone sticking together, everyone holding hand, super strong. This one, some people holding hand. So strong, but not as strong as solid. So we call it as the force of attraction. In the liquid, you call it moderate. So for gas, you see, only very little people holding hand, or some of the gas, that is some of the gas. This is you, this is me, this is another fella. You don't want to hold hand at all. Okay, we want to stay far away from each other. You get away from me, I get away from you. I don't want to hold your hand, you don't want to hold my hand. So there's no force of attraction. Sorry, you shouldn't say no force. Sorry, my bad. I use the wrong word. So very little, very weak. The force of attraction is very, very weak. You get it? Okay. So make sure everyone know. Okay. Last thing. Last thing is here. What kind of movement they have? Now, this movement also a bit different compared to your high school. In high school, what you learn? In high school, you learn solid, vibrate. Okay? Liquid can move freely. Gas can move freely, isn't it? So this is what you all learned back in your PT3, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. You learned about this, isn't it? But now when you come to SPM, I want to make it a bit different. In SPM, you need to know there are three types of movement. There are three types of movement. The first movement is vibrate. They can do vibration. Okay. Second movement is they can rotate. They can do rotation. The third movement is they can move around freely. Okay. No need to memorize. Let us use common sense. Okay. This is a solid. And I want you to put your eyes on this fella. Okay. All right. So solid. This fella. Can this fella vibrate? Yes or not? Okay. Can this fella rotate? Yes. Sorry. My bad. Can this fella rotate? Yes. Understand? Can this fella move freely? Cannot. You want to move? Here got people squeeze you. Here got people squeeze you. No space to move lah. Cannot. So solid can vibrate. Solid can rotate, but cannot move. Is it okay? Okay. So now let's change the whole thing. What if today you have liquid? Okay. What if today we got liquid out there? So liquid is some gang lah. All right. All right. So same thing lah. So this is the liquid. Okay. So liquid, can you vibrate? Of course. Can you rotate? Of course. Can you move? Yes. You see? Okay, here. Can we move? This liquid can move. Why they can move one? Got space, much or not? Here got space, which allow them to move. So we can do everything. Gas, of course, can do everything, isn't it? Easy lah. This is gas. All right. So you can do everything, isn't it? You can vibrate, you can rotate, you can move freely. Okay, let me know in the chat box. Are you okay with the comparison between solid, liquid, and gas? Are you okay with this? So I want you to see yourself vibrate, rotate, how it can be done. Because previously back in PT3, okay guys, I'm not sure, I'm really not sure. Do you guys learn about rotate in PT3? Do you learn that? Yes or no? Do you learn about rotate in PT3? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Do you learn about rotate in PT3? No, right? No, okay. That's why it's a new addition. It's something new they add on in the SPM. Yeah. So we should all have to be very careful, lah. Okay. Okay. Now we have two more things to go. We have two more things to go to finish off with today's lesson. Yeah. All right. I hope so far everything is okay. Okay. The next thing that I want to talk around, the next thing I want to talk is this change in the state. Okay, change in the state means what? You can change from one state to another one. Example, solid can change to liquid, liquid can change to gas, and the other way around. Gas can change to liquid, liquid can change to solid. Okay, so now we need to know something like this. You see, so let's look at something here. This is solid, this is liquid, and this is gas. Everyone know. Okay, let's start with this. When solid change to liquid, you call this process as melting. Yeah, all right. When liquid changes to gas, you can call the process as boiling as well as evaporation. Guys, did you guys know the differences between boiling and evaporation? Yes or no? Can you tell me the differences between boiling and evaporation? Yes or no? Do you know the differences between boiling and evaporation? Because boiling change liquid to gas. Evaporation also do the same thing. Evaporation also change the liquid to gas. Can you guys differentiate boiling and evaporation? Let me know in the chat box, yes or no. Can you differentiate boiling and evaporation? Okay. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I get a question. Okay, I get an answer from Manfai. Manfai say evaporating occur everywhere. Boiling require heat. Wrong. Okay, wrong. The theory looks good, but if you put this answer in chat in the answer box, 0 mark at all. 0 mark. No mark at all. Theory seems good, okay, but the answer is wrong. Okay, listen up. There are two differences between boiling and evaporation. There are two differences between boiling and evaporation. The first one, boiling occur at boiling point only. Let's say this liquid, the boiling point is 400, which means if you heat until 399, no boiling. If you heat until 399.7, no boiling. Boiling only occur on the boiling point. Let's say 400. Then some people say, sir, I thought boiling point is 100. No, boiling point 100 is only for water. You don't think everything boil at 100, understand? Not everything boil at 100. Only water boil at 100. Okay. So what about evaporation? Evaporation can happen at any temperature. Let's say I got some water. I put the water in a room which got aircon, the water will still evaporate, even though you don't heat it, even though you don't heat it, even though it is not 100 degrees Celsius, it still evaporate. That's why if you put water in aircon room, let's say the water initially is 100 ml, you come back after 1 week, the 100 ml become 80 ml. So where is the 20 ml? The 20 ml of water, they evaporate. They evaporate. They already become gas. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So this is the first thing. Boiling occur at boiling point only. Evaporation happens at any temperature. Okay. So just now Manfai say evaporating occurs everywhere. So you cannot say everywhere. Okay. Everywhere. What is everywhere? Different. It's not. Okay. So Manfai, you should say evaporate occur at any temperature, not everywhere. Okay. So next one, just now you also say boiling require heat. No, if you heat the substance, but not yet reaching the boiling point, cannot ma. I heat the substance, the boiling point is 400. I heat the substance until 399, still cannot boil. Okay, Manfai, are you okay with this concept? Are you okay? Can, okay, but it's a good answer. I'm very glad that you try. You try to give me the answer. It's good. That's why I say your answer, your concept looks close, but won't give you any marks because it's not detailed. Yeah. All right. One more thing. All right. One more. Boiling and evaporation. Another differences is this. Boiling will take place in the entire liquid, the whole liquid. Like today, if you got water, when you heat the water, The water boil. When water boil, you see bubble. Where you see the bubble? Everywhere. You see the bubble on top. You see the bubble on the left. You see the bubble on the right. You see the bubble in the middle. You see the bubble at the bottom. It's everywhere. So the boiling happen in the whole liquid. Okay, that's it. Evaporation only happen on the surface. So today, if you put water, the water evaporate. Evaporation only happen on the surface. Only the surface will evaporate. All the water inside or at the bottom, they won't evaporate. Okay, so that's it. So this is the difference between boiling and evaporation. Yeah, that's the differences between boiling and evaporation. So make sure everyone know this. Make sure everyone know this because they can ask you all to explain. Okay, the question can say, give me two differences of boiling and evaporation. And that's how it works. Okay, I hope everyone understand boiling and evaporation. That's it. Okay, now let's go back. Today, if you have gas, if the gas convert to liquid, if you're converting the gas to liquid, the process is called condensation. Okay, if the liquid convert back to solid, the process called freezing. Yeah? The process called freezing. The process called freezing. Okay? Okay, if you convert solid directly become gas, solid you directly become gas, didn't become liquid. Okay, solid you heat it, they didn't become liquid, they become gas directly. The process called sublimation. If today you have a gas, the gas directly becomes solid. The gas didn't become liquid. The gas directly becomes solid. The process called deposition. Deposition. Okay? So make sure everyone know the name for all these processes. Okay, we will do some question in a short while. Okay? So one more thing to go. Okay? You must know all the process here in the red color I draw here, they need to absorb the heat. They need to absorb means they need to take the heat inside. And all the process in the blue color here, they need to release the heat. Okay? They need to release the heat. Okay, now, for many people, it's very hard to memorize this. Sir, how I going to memorize who absorb heat, who release heat? Very hard. I teach you using a simple common sense. Okay? I teach you using a common sense. Okay? All right. So when, okay, solid want to, okay, okay, so the idea is this, okay? The idea is actually very simple one, okay? When the substance form bond, or we call they stick together. When they stick together, you need to release the heat. Okay, they release heat or release energy lah. When you want to break the bond, when you want to break the bond, or when you want to break them apart, when you want to break something apart, you need to absorb the heat. Okay, so that's it. So how to memorize? Actually, very easy one. Very easy one. You can just imagine this. Okay, this is you, and this is me. Let's say initially we are couple. We are couple. So now I want to break up with you. I want to break up with you. Okay. So if you want to break up, okay, normally, guys, normally a common sense, normally what is the reason when okay, not to say reason, normally when people break up, what will happen? They will quarrel. Okay, they'll quarrel, like, okay, so they will like gado, yeah, they will gado, yeah, normally, I didn't say everyone, they will gado, okay, so when these two fella, when they want to break up, they will gado. They were like fighting with each other. They will like quarrel each other. When you quarrel means what? Both of them are very angry, right? Very angry. When they're very angry, they got a lot of heat, isn't it? They got many heat. They got a lot of heat. So how to get many heat? How to get extra heat coming in? Absorb. So that's why when they want to break up, they need to absorb the heat. Okay? So same thing, when they want to come close together, let's say after broke up, after you and me broke up, okay? So now we want to be together again, okay? Let's say, I want to be a couple with you again. But we cannot do this when, let's say, you are still very hot. I'm still very hot. Hot means You are still angry, I'm still angry. Cannot one. We cannot come together one, because if I am still angry, you are still angry. When I see you, you see me, we will just, quarrel or fighting with each other. So how to get together? You must cool down. You must cool down. So when you cool down, what happened to the heat in your body? Heat, cool down, cool down. Now you are cool. Cool means not so many heat. You throw the heat away. You release the heat. You release the heat. So when you don't have so many heat, I don't have so many heat. You are cool. I am cool. So we come together. I hold your hand again. So now we form the bond. You get it? So when they hold their hand together, they need to be cool. They release the heat. When they want to break the relationship, they are so angry with each other, they need to absorb the heat. That's it. Okay, how to use this nonsense theory in chemistry? Come back to here. Let's say today I have solid want to become a liquid. So what happened? I should absorb heat or release heat. Solid, this is how it looks like. Liquid, this is how they look alike. So what happened here? Something like this want to be this. What they want to do? Break. So they need to break up. When you want to break up with other, everyone is angry. Angry means very hot. So absorb it. Understand? Same thing. Today, if I have gas wanted to be liquid, what happened? So gas to be liquid, this is gas. You want to be liquid like this. Okay, so what happened? Gas want to be liquid, want to stick together. They want to stick together. Stick together means one need to hold their hand. So if everyone is angry, they won't hold their hand one. So I only can hold their hand when everyone is cool. How to be cool? Let go the eager, release the heat. Okay, guys, let me know in the chat box. Is it easier to memorize in this way? Is it easier to memorize in this way? So you don't need to memorize, oh my God, what is red color? What is blue color? No lah, no need lah. So hard to not. Need to memorize all these color, very hard one. So just remember a simple thing. You want to break up with other people, everyone get angry, absorb heat. Okay, you want to reform the relationship. You want to get together with another people. You want to stick together with another people. Everyone need to be cool to hold their hand together, release the heat. End of story. As simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. That's why I keep telling you, oh, chemistry no need to memorize everything one, because most of the concept in chemistry we can use common sense to help us. Okay, all right. So now we cover one more thing, then we do some exercises, then we go for the last part for today. That's all. Okay, in SPM, you need to know 4 special substances which can undergo sublimation. Now, in SPM, they might ask you this in objective. In objective question, they might ask you, who undergo sublimation? So again, guys, what is sublimation? Solid directly become gas. The solid directly become gas. That's called sublimation. So we have 4 substances they can undergo sublimation. The first one called dry ice. So dry ice is like, for example, let's say when we see some performance on the stage, all in a sudden you see some white smoke coming out. That is not a smoke lah. That is actually dry ice. So dry ice actually is a solid carbon dioxide. When the carbon dioxide in solid form, they become gas. The carbon dioxide gas is the white smoke you see on the stage. Yeah. Next one is iodine. Iodine is also a substance that can undergo sublimation. Yeah, iodine is a purple color crystal. If you heat the crystal, they won't melt to become liquid. No, the purple crystal will directly become purple gas. So that is sublimation. Then we have ammonium chloride and we have naphthalene. So naphthalene is mothball. What is mothball? Mothball is something like this. You can see like if you go for glossary, you see like they have one pack, white color ball. This white color ball, they purposely put in the wardrobe, or they put, okay, they put somewhere to get rid of cockroach one. So this white color ball, they will release some smell, and then they can get rid of cockroach one. Okay, so that is called naphthalene. Yeah, that's it. So make sure everyone know these 4 fella undergo sublimation. Okay, Let us spend about 10 minutes to do some exercises, then you know what I mean. Okay, come, let's do some exercises together based on what we learned so far. Come, okay. So we have done majority of the question. So let's look at here. This is Malacca question. So you can see the picture here. Obviously, this is the gas. This one, everything squeezed together, obviously is a solid, and this one has to be a liquid lah. So you just need to choose who is gas, who is liquid, and who is solid. So we want gas, liquid, and solid. That's what we want. Okay, so this one you haven't learned yet lah, all these substance, but we will learn very soon. Bromine is a liquid, cannot be. Okay, so you learn this very soon. Oxygen is a gas, so yes, it is. Bromine is a liquid, yes, it is. Magnesium is a metal. Most of the metal, they are solid. Yes, it is. We will learn this very soon. Then some people say, sir, how we know bromine is a liquid? We will learn this in chapter 4. Yeah, that's why you see there are a lot of things today. Maybe you don't know yet. It's perfectly fine because this thing we will learn afterwards. This thing we will learn in other chapters moving forward. Yeah, that's all. Come, let's go on. All right. Right now, this one. Okay, this one, guys. Okay. Encik Aaron, okay, Mr. Aaron, Mr. Aaron found that the dry ice in the box of ice cream changed into fumes. Fume means smoke, okay, or we call gas. What is the process that occurred? So everyone, dry ice in the ice cream box is a solid. So then it directly becomes gas. So this process, it should be sublimation, right or not? Sublimation change the solid all the way to gas. How you know you absorb the heat or release the heat? So let's look at here. Solid sticking together, gas is like this. So what they need to do? Break up, right or not? Break up. So break up need to absorb the heat. See that? Break up need to absorb the heat. Okay? If they want to hold their hand and join together, they need to release the heat. That's it. So the best answer goes to B lah. Okay? I hope everyone understand what is happening. I hope everyone know what I am talking about. Okay? Next one. All right? So this question coming from Kelantan. This is a Kelantan paper. So what happened is that they say that what is the process and energy changes when you form the water droplet? Okay, so this process, what is it? So when you see water droplet here, this thing called condensation. Okay, condensation process. Why? Initially in the cup here got ice, so it is very cold. So when you have some air, when air touching a cold surface, the air cool down. When the air cool down, the air change from gas to liquid. So this is a condensation process. So this is a condensation. So how to know condensation absorb the energy or release energy? Let's draw picture lah. Condensation change the gas to liquid, right? So gas look like this. Liquid sticking together. So when you want to change gas to liquid, what happened? They need to stick together, right? They need to hold a hand. I told you just now, holding hand need to release heat. Okay? Break up, absorb the heat. Okay? So simple as that. Okay? So when you understand the logic, everything seems to be not so hard lah. Everything seems okay lah. If you really, really know the logic there. Okay, next one. This is a f.k.a. This question coming from f.k.a paper, year 2022. They told you this is the process X. They ask you which one is true about process X. Everyone, what is process X? This is a gas, and this one is a solid. Okay, guys, when gas becomes solid, anyone can tell me the name of the process. Gas becomes solid. What is the name of the process, everyone? Gas becomes solid. Very good. Deposition. Deposition. Gas becomes solid is deposition. Okay, now okay, how the question being tested, how they ask us the question over here. Okay, so the question asks us a few things. Okay, which one is correct? Okay, so they say process X is sublimation. No, it's a deposition. Force of attraction becomes stronger. How you know the force becomes strong or weak? You draw the picture. You see, gas becomes solid. solid, everyone sticking together. You hold my hand, I hold your hand. So the force is very strong, right? True or not? So now we are not holding hand. The force is weak, right? So the force from weak becomes strong. So yes, the force, they become stronger. So the best answer is B. Is it okay? See that? How you know the force is stronger? You see, are they sticking together? When they stick together, the force becomes stronger. If they break up, the force become weaker. This is how it works. Okay. I don't think it's very hard, isn't it? Okay, next one. This is a Pahang paper. Pahang trial exam paper. This is a trial exam paper from Pahang. So they ask, which of the following four substances below undergo process Y? Okay, what is process Y? This picture show solid. This picture show gas. Solid to gas, this process is sublimation. So who undergo sublimation? Just now we learned there are four special substances which undergo sublimation, right? Okay. So where are them? First one is iodine. Then we have naphthalene. Okay. Iodine and naphthalene. Okay. So these two substances undergo sublimation. So the answer is 2 and 4. Yeah. So we need to know lah, who are the four substances? Who are the four substances which can undergo sublimation? Okay, so we're almost done. Let us finish off these 2 pages. Then we go on to finish the last part for today's lesson. Yeah. Okay. So this question comes from Johor. So what is the name of process? Gas join together, solid. So deposition, isn't it? When gas becomes solid, it is a deposition. One more. Which of the following process involve release energy? Release energy means what? Holding hand together. So who holding hand together? Who stick together? Melting, do you stick together? No. Melting change solid, become liquid. They are not sticking together. Boiling change the liquid to become gas. They are not sticking together. Condensation, gas become liquid. So you let the gas sticking together in order to become the liquid. So yes, condensation release energy. So remember what I told you? How to know you absorb or release energy? You break up with people or you hold the hand with people. Remember that theory. Okay. Once you know that, everything it's quite easy actually. Yeah. All right. That's all. Okay. This is the question from Selangor. Selangor year 2022 trial exam paper. So the diagram number 6 show you the particle for the change of matter. So what is the process X in this case? In this case, what is the process X? So this picture represent a solid. This picture represent a liquid, isn't it? Solid, liquid, you know that. Melting, isn't it? Solid, change to liquid, very easy. It is a melting process. Okay, so we have one more page to go. Then we need to cover the last part for today's lesson. Yeah. Okay, come. Which of the following process change the liquid to gas? So liquid change to gas. I told you just now there are 2 names. One is called boiling. One is called evaporation, isn't it? Liquid change to gas, boiling or evaporation. Boiling happen at boiling point only. Evaporation happen on any temperature. Boiling take place in the whole liquid. Evaporation only happen on the surface. So 1 and 3. Yep. Okay, here we go. So this is a question from Penang. This is another question from Penang, year 2002. Penang 2002 question. So what is this process again? This is a solid and this is the gas. So we know this process is sublimation. Yeah. So we know that this question is asking us on sublimation. So who undergoes sublimation, everyone? 4 people, right? There are 4 people undergo sublimation. Iodine, naphthalene. Yeah, 1 and 4. Sorry, 2 and 4. Sorry, I choose wrongly. Sorry, my bad. 2 and 4. Yeah, 2 and 4. Sorry, my bad. Okay. So I hope everything is okay. Yeah. So now, just now, all the question I show you, they are objective question. Okay. So now I show you one subjective question. So subjective question means like this, writing. You need to do some writing one. So guys, what's the difference? Objective question, if I don't know how to do, I can try my luck, isn't it? I can tembak lah. I can try my luck. I can choose A, B, C, D, four answers. But if you come for this kind of writing question, if I don't know, then I literally have to submit an empty paper, a blank paper, isn't it? So that's why you have to be careful. So let's look at it. This question is a para question. This question comes from para 2022. So you're given four substances. You're given the name as well as their formula. Understand? You're given the names and you're given the formula for four substances. First one, tell me the type of particles in tetrachloromethane. Guys, we learned earlier on today, particles, what it is, atom, molecule, or ion. How to know tetrachloromethane is atom, molecule, or ion. So look at it, tetrachloromethane, this is the formula. So we know atom is something come alone, molecule is non-metal combined together, ion got charge. You tell me, you think this fella is atom, molecule, or ion based on the formula? You think this fella is an atom, is a molecule, or is an ion? Okay, very good. Okay, I don't think it's very hard. It is molecule, right? Or not? Why? Carbon. Carbon, the name got ion or not? Don't have. If the name don't have ion, you are non-metal. Chlorine. Chlorine, the name got ion or not? No. If the name don't have ion, you are non-metal. Non-metal, non-metal, join together, you are molecule, isn't it? Right? I don't think this is very hard. Next one, you need to classify the substances into element and compound. So we learned earlier on today, what is element? Anything made from one species. You have only one species is called element. Compound, more than one species. So quite easy lah. This fella only got I, isn't it? Only one species, element. No? This fella got copper, got sulfur, got oxygen, three species, compound. This one only got Al, only one species, element. This one you have carbon and chlorine, two species, compound. Okay, just put them in the answer here. Okay, you can put the name or you can put the formula, also can, no problem. Okay, all right. So I hope everyone can understand what is happening so far. Okay, so it's not very hard to do the question. Okay, so guys, let me know in the chat box, how's everything? So far, so good. Everything okay? So far, so good. Is it okay? Can, all right, good. So if you're okay, let me cover the last part with you. The last thing we need to learn today. Last thing already. Last thing, okay. Okay, so guys, let's continue with this question. Okay, not question, sorry. The last concept for today. Okay, the last concept for today is this. Sometimes in SPM, the question love to do this. They will give us the melting point and also the boiling point. They will give us melting point. They will give us the boiling point. Then they will ask you, to predict. They will ask you all to predict the state of matter at specific temperature. So they want you to predict this fella is a solid, liquid, or a gas at a specific temperature. Okay, what do I mean? Okay, I will use two examples for demonstration. I will use two examples for demonstration. Example number one, the question look like this. You are given a substance called substance X. The melting point is 32. The boiling point is 79. What is the state of X at 42 degrees Celsius? Okay, what is the state of X at 42 degrees Celsius? Okay, so when you see the word state, which means they want you to tell them it is a solid, it is a liquid, or it is a gas. They want you to tell them solid, liquid, or gas. Okay. So now, okay, very good. I can see some of you know the answer really very good. Some students who can think fast, they might know the answer immediately, but some are not. So I'll teach you two methods here. I'll teach you two methods. The first method called common sense. The second method called three lines method. I'll teach you both. I'll teach you both. Okay, common sense, how to do it. Melting point is 32. Now, let me ask you all one question. If the melting point is 32, now 42 degrees Celsius melt already or not? Melt already, right or not? 32 already melt, ma. 33, of course, melt. 34, melt, of course. So 42 melt already or not? Melt already. So already melt. So when you already melt, now you are liquid. Okay, next one. 79 is the boiling point. Now your temperature is 42. So 42 is the temperature. 79 only boil. So 42 boil already or not? Not yet, ma. We need to wait until 79 only boil, ma. So not boiling yet. So if you are liquid but not boiling yet, so you are still liquid, am I right? Because you only can become gas after you boil, ma. Okay? So this is called common sense. Okay, but for some people, this is a bit confusing. You say, sir, very, very blur, very confused. No problem. If you are very blur, I teach you another method, which is called three lines method. Okay, what is three lines method? You draw three lines. How to draw three lines? First line, draw like this. Second line, here. Third line, here. Is it okay? So you draw one horizontal, two vertical lines. So total three lines. Okay, so when you draw the three line, you will see here got two intersection. Intersection means this, the cross. This is called intersection. So you will see two intersection. The first intersection is your melting point. Okay. The second intersection here is your boiling point. And then the sequence is important. Common sense, melting comes first, then only boiling. Am I right? You cannot boil the substance already, then only melt the substance. It doesn't make sense, right? Always melt, then only boil. That's why the sequence is important. Okay, what is our melting point, everyone? 32. What is our boiling point? 79. Okay, so now I want you to fill in the blanks. The first boxes here is a solid. The second box here is a liquid. The third box here is a gas. Is it okay? Right now, what is the temperature they give us? They tell us the temperature is 42. So let's do mathematics. Where is 42? 42 is in the middle of 32 and 79. Am I right? 42 is in the middle of 32 and 79. In the middle, you are liquid. Let me know in the chat box, are you okay with how to use the three lines method? Are you okay? It's very easy, guys. It's very easy, okay? Just draw three lines. End of story. Just draw three lines. That's it. Yeah, just draw three lines only. Okay? It's not very, very hard. Okay? Come, we try one more example. Yeah, we try one more example again. Okay? So this second example will be a bit more challenging, you see? Substance Z has melting point, negative 12 degrees Celsius. The boiling point is 20 degrees Celsius. What is the state of Z at room temperature? Again, when they ask about state, they're asking you solid, liquid, or gas. Okay, guys, do you know how much is room temperature? Do anyone know? You can type in the chat box. How much? When they say room temperature, how much it is? Room temperature, how much it is? When they say room temperature, how much it is? Do you know that? So listen, everyone, in science, room temperature is 25. Okay? Room temperature is always, always 25. Not 27, not 28, not 30, not 24, not 37. No. Room temperature in chemistry always refer to 25. And you don't think too much, guys. Some people think too much. Some people say, sir, my room is, okay, sir, I stay in, let's say, a country which is super hot, got summer one. So my room very hot. So it might be 30 degrees Celsius. Sir, I stay in a country that got winter one, super cold. So the temperature should be less than 25. Don't think so much. Don't think so much. In SPM, we assume everyone, the room got same temperature. We assume that the room temperature is always 25. That's it. Yeah. All right. So now let's do it. So one of the easiest way we can do the question is a three lines method. Let's draw a three lines method here. Okay. So three line method, 1, 2, 3. So the first intersection is your melting point. I put short form MP, melting point. Second intersection is my boiling point, BP. So my melting point is how many? -12. My boiling point is how many? 20. So now this is a solid, this is a liquid, and this is a gas. So now what is the temperature that we're looking for? We're looking for room temperature, which is 25, isn't it? Room temperature is 25. Where is 25? 25 is more than 20, right? So it should be somewhere here. So you are a yes. You are a yes. Not very hard, right? Okay. So I really, really hope you all know how to use three lines method to help us to predict solid, liquid, or gas at a specific temperature that they give us. Okay, we can predict the substance to be a solid, the substance is a liquid, or the substance is a gas at a specific temperature they gave us. Okay, right now, let's work on another few more questions to end up with today's lesson. Let's work on probably another 3 more questions to end up with today's lesson. I'll do one question and maybe another 2 I let you try. Is it okay? Come, let's do this. This will be the last 3 questions for today. Yeah. Come, let's start. Okay. So let's start with this question. Okay. This question is coming from Kelantan. This question is a good quality question, a trial exam paper from Kelantan, year 2022 lah, year 2022. Which of the following is a gas at room temperature? Who is a gas at room temperature? So let's do it. Okay. So gas, three line method, 80 and 120. So room temperature is 25. 25 is less than 80 here, solid. So this is a solid. So P is solid, P is out. So 1 is wrong. 1 out, 1 out. See that? Very fast, huh? So when you see C and D, confirm number 4 is correct, lah. So now we only need to check number 2 and number 3, lah. Number 2, 50 and 95. 50, 95. Solid, liquid, gas. So room temperature is 25. So 25 is less than 50, is here, solid. So that's it. So Q is wrong. So 2Q is wrong. Q is wrong. 2 is wrong. The answer is donkey. Okay? I hope you guys can see that. When we do objective, we can do very fast one. When you cut off the wrong answer, when you eliminate, when you cut away the wrong answer, we can do it very fast one. I not even need to try the answer one by one, isn't it? Yeah? So then I can get it. All right? So that's it. I hope you guys understand how it works. Okay, now, your turn to try this question. Okay, guys, this is the question from Putrajaya, year 2022. You try this. Tell me among the 4 substance who is liquid at 100 degrees Celsius. Who is liquid at 100 degrees Celsius? Okay, these 4 substances. Who is a liquid? Okay, so the liquid should be this one. Why? Look at here. Okay, so liquid. So look at 3 line method lah. First one, -157 and -9. So solid, liquid, gas. Where is 100? 100 is more than -9 is here. This is a gas. So same thing, negative 13 and 55. Solid, liquid, gas. So 100 degrees Celsius is more than 55. Yes. So this one, 80 and 196. Solid, liquid, gas. So 100 is in the middle of 80 and 196. So it is a liquid. Yeah. So I don't think the question is hard. Okay. I really don't think the question is hard. As long as you understand the logic, it is quite easy and it is very doable. The question is very doable. Okay. So now we look at the last question. So this will be the last question for you. Guys, come, let's try this. So this is a question from Pahang. Okay, Pahang paper, year 2022. You given four substances who are liquid. Who is liquid? Who is liquid at room temperature? You are given four substances. Among the four substances here, any one of them, they are liquid. Any one of them, liquid at room temperature. Okay, I see many answers C. Okay, let's try to see whether the answer is C or not. Okay, so actually very easy one, okay, guys. We go even a shortcut. We go for a shortcut. Liquid is what? Three boxes. Solid, liquid, gas. Melting point, boiling point, isn't it? So to be liquid, it must be in the middle lah. This temperature must be in the middle of melting and boiling point. So room temperature is 25. So we just need to see 25 is in the middle of what? 25, is it in the middle here? No, 25 is here. 25 is in the middle of negative 20 and 97, right? True or not? 25, is it middle? No, 25 is somewhere here. 25 less than 35, cannot be. 25 is in the middle of 5 and 120, isn't it? So, middle lah. In the middle, you'll be liquid, Q and S. So the best answer, Q and S, is C. Yeah? All right? So it's not very hard. Okay. So I already covered what I want to teach you today. Yeah. So let's do a quick 1 minute summary what we learned today. So today we learned about matter. What is matter? Anything has mass, anything occupied space. We learned about particles, atom, molecule, and ion. Okay. Atom come alone, molecule, non-metal combined together, ion got charge, or metal combined with non-metal. We also learn elements, compound, and mixture. Yeah. After that, we learn about solid, liquid, and gas. We learn how to draw the picture. We learn how to compare. Okay. Compare their forces, compare their energy. Yeah. Something like that. We also learn how to convert from one state to the other one. Melting, boiling, condensation, freezing, deposition, sublimation. We cover that. Yeah. And lastly, we learn three lines method to predict solid, liquid, or gas at a specific temperature they gave to us. Okay, everyone, my last question for today, please let me know in a chat box and give me a quick feedback. How's everything for today? Can understand what we learned so far in the first lesson of your Form 4? So far, so good? Okay, great. Okay, so chemistry is not very hard, provided you learn in the right method. You must learn in the right way. If you don't learn in the right method, you memorize everything, it's going to be very hard on you. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad that you guys learned something today. All right, so good. So I think that's all for today. Okay, so that's the end of today's lesson. Okay, I'll see you guys again by next lesson then. Yeah, okay, goodbye, everyone.